I think the most special thing about St. Thomas is the community. It's a very close, tight-knit community where everybody knows everyone. And that's, for me, really positive. Students know each other, professors know each other, professors know students. It's a great place to get an undergraduate education and a degree because the professors care about you and they really focus on you.
We always say, welcome to the St. Thomas community. And one of the things I noticed from the moment that I arrived on campus was that this is a community and that we look after each other, and it makes a big difference in your learning when we know each other in a deeper way than just knowing names, that we actually know something about each other as human beings.
One of the things I've always thought is really special about St. Thomas is that we are exclusively about the liberal arts, and that makes us really unique in all of Canada. And one of the things I've always liked about that is that no matter what you're studying here at STU, it kind of feels like everybody here is participating in the same big conversation.
Students might come here unsure of what they want to do, where they want to go. Some of them don't even see themselves as ready for university or a good fit, but they come here and they give it a try. And over their 4 years, they discover why they came to university in the first place, what they want to do with their lives and their careers. And I think they gain confidence here, and the reason for that is because of the attention that they get. I've heard professors say we try to put wind in their sails and then send them off to something that they didn't know they could ever do.
When it comes to value of liberal arts education, I am very biased. I think it is the most important skill any individual can have, because liberal arts offer us very important few skills. One of them is thinking critically, the second one is reading broadly and writing clearly. So these three skills can be transferred or transcended to many different areas. So it's very important.
We always see connections between what we're reading and learning with what is happening in the world around us. And the education that we offer at St. Thomas opens doors of understanding to the world that you wouldn't otherwise have. And I think that big events like pandemics change the course of history. And I think it's more important now than ever that we have young people who are going to lead us into times of change, that they have a deep understanding of history, of art, of literature, and that they will be able to guide us as we go forward in a meaningful way.
This pandemic experience, although everything is disrupted, still we are going through that understanding and reflection. That space of necessity of understanding and reflecting is the space for liberal arts. Liberal arts tools gives us all the necessity, the needs we have when we navigate these interruptions. I invite liberal arts students to really pause and really appreciate this experience. Don't see it as a downfall, don't let it slip through your hands, but really embrace this historic moment.
The liberal arts are about the why questions. They're about priorities, the fundamentals. What is a human life about? What do we prioritize in our communities? And those are questions we're asking urgently right now, right? What matters? What matters most? What ought we to sacrifice in order to achieve other things? And those are the things we talk about in the liberal arts.
One of my favorite quotes, which is from one of our own students who was valedictorian, she said in her valedictory that people ask her, what can you do with a liberal arts degree? And her answer is, what can't you do? And I thought that was the perfect answer, because really, you can take this degree anywhere. And I have seen many of our students come here with no idea what they want to do. And that puts a lot of pressure and stress on students, thinking they need to know what they want to do when they start university. You don't need to know what you want to do when you start a liberal arts degree, because you'll discover that as you explore your degree.
I think if you're the kind of person who values democracy or freedom or human rights, it's really important you understand that we don't just get those things automatically. We need to establish those things, and we need to preserve them, and we need to defend them. So we need people who understand law and politics and history and culture and all those things we study at St. Thomas. We need people who can build the kind of society that will cherish those things that we value.
A liberal arts education allows students to gain a number of transferable skills. It also allows them a lot of flexibility. So many universities train you for a specific job, but St. Thomas University trains you for all kinds of different jobs. And when you start here, you might not know what job you want, and that's okay. You don't need to know. You'll learn lots of different skills that can be applied in all kinds of different settings. And that's what I like about a liberal arts education, is the flexibility. You learn critical thinking skills, you learn writing skills, you learn presentation skills, you learn how to adjust and adapt to changing worlds. And university is a great place for you to try out new ideas. I like that at St. Thomas, you can take courses from a wide range of disciplines and explore ideas that you may have never ever encountered before. Many people who train for one job find out halfway through their career that they need to retrain because that job doesn't exist anymore. You never need to retrain your liberal arts education because it's always going to be there for you. It's not going to go out of style or grow old. You're always going to be human. You're always going to need to communicate. You're always going to need to think critically. You're always going to need to problem solve. You're always going to need to relate to other people. And that's something that we teach you to do here at St. Thomas.
St. Thomas is a very special university. It's not only all liberal arts and undergraduate university, that alone is very important, but it teaches us not only understand our individual lives and beings, but also larger humanity. It allows us to understand, to ask complex questions and analyze them. It allows us to ask why, and then allows us to give answers to those questions.
Liberal arts is, I think, my own little definition is that it's some kind of curiosity for the world and open-mindedness, and also and embracing the exploration of what it means to be human. I think about this as a teacher, but I also think about this as a parent. And I don't necessarily need my children to be scientists or to be experts in ancient mythology, or to be experts in music, or to know many languages. But I do, however, want them to have exposure to these areas of human knowledge, a little more than a touristy access. Some knowledge, personalized knowledge of in each one of these areas, because I think that each one of these areas provides a window as to what it means to be human and what it means to be in the world that we inhabit. So I think that we need to embrace the fact that we as humans, we are all of those things. We are the scientists, and we are the humanists, and we are the political, the social scientist, and we are the artist. We are all that. We are the teacher, we are the student. We are all of those things. And I think it's a privilege to have the opportunity to access each one of these broad areas of knowledge and cosmovision, let's say, guided by an expert. And I think that's what we provide here. We have experts in all of these areas, and each one of them makes us richer as individuals, and in turn, that's also how much richer our contribution will be to the world later on.